Our energy and passion is a well full of unreturnable gold of unknown depth. If this were life, we do best to spend wisely, just in case the depths were shallow. But it's a game, so dig deep and spend every piece just in case the depths are infinite. The regret of burning out early pales in comparison to having a lot left in the tank in the end.
And we're live. What up? What's up? What up? All right.
And then there's working to show.
That was just the image of the Dave Hopla thing that I talked about last time. All right, don't forget to sign up for that camp. It's a once in a lifetime experience now. It used to be a once every year experience, but now it's once in a lifetime. Dave Hopla coming this Friday. If you're signed up for it, let me know in the comment section. I think it's almost sold out. There's only 100 spots available. All right, but it's really cool. I remember like way back in the day before like social media was a thing. Yes, I am that old. People would just have like their camcorders out, like recording this guy, and it would be like all the kids on the court, yeah, like Dave Hopla there's doing his thing, but there would just be like it would look like the media was there with like tons of cameras, but it was only just parents, and they would all be filming like the whole intro that he does, which is like a 20-minute intro of just shooting. Somehow, some way, he got up so many shots in those 20, 30 minutes. I'm not sure exactly how many minutes it was, but like, I don't know. To diligently shoot like that with someone passing to you, let me see. You could probably get off like 2 shots every 10 seconds, maybe 3 shots every 10 seconds. So like, what, 15 shots a minute? 150 shots every 10 minutes, 300 shots. Yeah, you get like about 300 shots in 20 minutes. All right, that's pretty focused. As he's talking to everyone. And again, only missing like 2 or 1. All right. He said he's only had maybe 9 perfect days. So I think that missing is just inevitable. All right. What's up, Connor Rush? And then the other things were graduation stuff has put a little damper on our plans today. We aren't having practice today. So it's a rare day off. I mean, honestly, my body goes crazy when I have a day off. Like, there was nothing to do today, so my body's just like, are we done with life? And it just like dies on me. It's crazy. It's so weird. Like every time that I have a day off, which is only like maybe 5 times a year. All right. So in this program, it's a very, very strange program because we're always available. Again, I try to make that happen. I don't know of any other programs like that. So that's where I make my mark, and like you always go. So if you guys are taking advantage of it, fantastic job. All right. But yes, because of graduation stuff, we aren't practicing today. But again, you don't ask for another day off, guys. Don't ask for another one. All right. It may not come for like 10 years. Don't ask for another day off. We got ours. All right. The challenges of the day, we talked about all those. All right. So that's about it for that stuff. All right. I will go back through the movies of the month. Just to reiterate all of those things. So here they go right now. All right, we got Like Mike is the first grade movie of the month. The Cutting Edge is the second grade movie of the month. If you guys watch any of these movies, make sure that you guys post a little movie review online so we can get the ball rolling. Again, these movies are meant to keep you going as well. All right, what's up, Noah Masseth? But you can use these movies to inspire your teammates too. All right, once we have like basically like a shared vocabulary of interest, or like, I don't know, like a shared consciousness, I suppose you can say, then we can really, really do some things. Because my generation, it was Rocky and like Rudy. All right, and anytime that we would like be faltering, we would just look at each other and be like give that look, like this is like Rocky, all right, and we would all be pushed harder because of this like shared interest. So use these movies in many different ways, but you can use them first most to entertain yourself and to inspire yourself. Third grade movie of the month is Invincible. Fourth grade is Field of Dreams. Fifth grade is Eddie the Eagle. Sixth grade is The Longest Yard. Seventh grade is Creed 2. Eighth grade is Juwanna Mann. Eighth grade is Juwanna Mann. There you go. Ninth grade is For the Love of the Game. 10th grade is I, Tonya. 11th grade is The Hurricane. And 12th grade is The Great White Hype. Now, like I do every month, my the funniest movie on the list. Man, it would definitely have to be Juwanna Mann. There's only like a couple of funny movies on this list: The Great White Hype and Juwanna Mann. I gotta give it to Juwanna Mann out of those. The Longest Yard is also funny, but it's funny in a different way. I think Juwanna Mann would make you laugh the most. The best movie, like drama, probably like the best movie on this list is Like Mike. No, I'm joking. That's not the best movie. The best movie on this list would have to be, by far and away, it's Field of Dreams, the best movie on this list. How about this one? The most inspirational movie on this list. That's a tough one. I got to give it to
the one that just makes you want to go work out. It's not Creed 2. I don't think that one's like quite the, although that was an awesome movie, I don't think that's the one. The Hurricane's kind of sad. I would say Invincible is the most inspirational movie on this list. That's the third grade movie. And then my favorite movie on this list, it's between Creed 2 and Field of Dreams. I got to give it to Field of Dreams. That's just an amazing movie. It was so magical. Field of Dreams is a baseball movie where he basically takes all of his corn stalk and like cuts it up and then like makes like a whole freaking like field of dreams, of a baseball field, just to like satisfy some voices in the air. And like he figures out like why these voices are there, and like talks about the 1919 White Sox scandal. I can't give it justice. It's hard to describe, but this movie is just like so magical. I didn't even like really play baseball growing up, yet this movie like really meant a lot to me. It was just so cool. It made me want to play baseball. Basically, I think without these movies, there's a chance that no one in the world would ever play baseball. I mean, without like certain movies, because I mean that's because baseball sucks. But because of these movies like The Natural, Field of Dreams, things like that, we're all thinking like, I would have hit a home run like Roy Hobbs. You can look that up later. But yes, speaking of Roy Hobbs, there's a movie called The Natural, okay? And I was explaining to someone yesterday, and I was like, they were saying like, what is my biggest fear? And I was like, my biggest fear is talking in front of people. My biggest fear. Yet somehow, some way, I've made my entire career talking to people. And I was like, it reminds me of Field of Dreams, and this is actually why I do it. Okay, when I was growing up, I saw the movie not Field of Dreams, but The Natural. I saw the movie The Natural, and there's a good guy named Roy Hobbs. Who cares about him? Whatever. There's a bad guy though. All right, the bad guy is like the team owner. And when Roy walks into the bad guy's office, all the lights are off. And he like walks in there and he's like, dude, it's kind of dark in here. And the guy says like the coolest thing in the world. I can't like say it exact, but he's like, when I was a child, I was petrified of the darkness. I would feel myself drowning in it like it was water. And I would be so afraid. So now that I'm an adult, I purposely engulf myself in darkness to basically prove that like I've overcome this. And I always thought that was the coolest, most badass thing ever. Even though he's the bad guy, it totally inspired me. And it was like, if you're afraid of something, just go after it. And yeah, he was like a bad guy. He did all these bad things. I don't know, he even ended up like shooting someone. It was crazy, but yeah. But I learned a lot from that bad guy in that movie. Like, dude, like if you're afraid of something, you got to go after it. Anytime that I saw like, I don't know, a girl that I didn't want to talk to because I was too afraid, I was like, well, now I got to talk to her. All right. Anytime that I was like, presented with something like in a game that I couldn't do, that I didn't want to do, or to like guard that player or whatever it was, I was like, well, now I got to do it. It like forced my hand to know that I was afraid. And now I'm like addicted to conquering my fears. And I don't regret it. I think it's one of the best things I've ever done. And I think it's awesome. I don't know. And it's like, it's even like cool to like hear me like not stutter. It's kind of strange. Because I've come so far in that. I don't know. It's just awesome to like overcome something. So if you guys are afraid of something, take it as like a sign that like you have a chance to do something amazing. Because if you're not scared, the only person to like not have to fear anything is like Superman. And you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be like invincible where like nothing can hurt you. You want to be the underdog. You want to be someone who's like gonna have to like go up against an army of 1,000 people with only 30 people. Okay, you want to do that in life because you only live one time, and to be handed everything is horrible. To earn everything with all your heart is amazing. So anytime that you guys have a fear, just go for it, man. All right. What's up, Kieran and Declan Louth? Hey, Finn Kaufman, know what you got to do. Real push-ups. Don't be like me. That was Finn Kaufman in the 8th grade doing fake push-ups. This guy right here, Noah's a 6th grader. I thought his push-ups were pretty good, especially the pop-up ones. New me does real push-ups. We always talk about new Connor and old Connor. It's hilarious. And Connor hates that. I'm the same Connor. But yes, hey, be careful. Make sure that you're honoring your past self. Make sure that you don't forget the dreams of your past self, but also at the same time, make sure that your new self is kicking your past self's butt. All right. Moving on, we got our quote of the day. All right, quote of the day is obsess about perfecting details. All right, dude, like they said that the devil's in the details. I don't know what that quite means, but if you obsess about perfecting details, it might lead you off to a crazy place because there are no details deep enough to like cover everything. So you're always going to be going. There is no like end to like, you know, making sure that everything's perfect. There is no end to that. So you have to like enjoy the actual process and not just like the puzzle of like trying to figure it out, or once you figure it out. You have to enjoy the entire process. You can't just enjoy the result because there is no result. The result is just a continuation of perfecting further details. So if you happen to enjoy that process, then you're going to be amazing. And if you obsess over it, like looking at game film, watching your feet, every single time that you shoot a shot, you want to get better at it, thinking about it like that, it's an interesting world. And I give Rohit a lot of crap, but he does try to perfect the details, just not at like paying attention during practice. But he cares about actually only one thing, only cares about his shot. So maybe only just that one thing. But you want to perfect all the details, especially the things that you're not good at. Obsess about perfecting details is the forward quote of the day for Wednesday. All right, let's go right to Luka. All right, so I hate to break it to you guys out there, but you're on the precipice of watching something amazing. We don't know that we're there yet, but we're almost there. So you might want to tune in. What's about to happen in the NBA has never happened in the history of the NBA. All right, it's happened in baseball with the Boston Red Sox in 2003, I believe, something like that. It's happened in hockey. It's never with the Boston Bruins, I believe. All right, wait, Boston did that twice? Oh, that's crazy. I think Boston Bruins. I don't know. All right. But it's never happened in basketball. No team has ever come back from 3-0 until Luka Doncic is about to do it to the Golden State Warriors. You guys are on the verge of watching history, so make sure you guys tune into this. And maybe that's the reason that we have off tonight, so you guys can watch this historic game. Now, LeBron came back down 3-1, but that was because Klay Thompson was talking crap. And they told LeBron during the press after they were down 3-1 what Klay Thompson said. And LeBron's like, what? Klay said that? Next thing you know, LeBron just went crazy and won 3 straight games. I think that they're steering clear of not talking crap about Luka. I think that they aren't going down that road again, which makes this even better. All right, sure, Finn is going to be super sad because he's a Golden State Warriors fan, but it's going to be great for the league, great for Luka's career. This is going to be his defining moment. So yes, 4 straight wins by the Mavericks are pending. They're upcoming. They are waiting in the wings. All right, so heads up for that, folks. I'm calling it. All right, Luka. Anyways, that's all that I got. Let's check the story of the day, then move on from there. Dirk Nowitzki has a workout routine that's impossible to emulate. The fun part is that many incoming rookies attempt to join him when they first join the team. But after a month or two, Dirk is alone once again. You can only pretend to be great for so long. The great ones just do it naturally. You know, that's what I like about our program. It's I don't claim, like even in our mission statement, I don't claim that I can make anyone into a great basketball player. All I say is that, like literally, the words are, if Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, or Larry Bird were in our program when they were growing up
and only did what we did, they would have still become Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. That's what I say. And I say what you should do is try to keep up to the program. And I allude that it's basically impossible to do everything because you're not those people. But if you could do what those people could do, you would be on a different level. You may not make it to their level, but you would make it way past where people thought that you could. And you would be extremely close, if not slightly exceeding your true potential. All right? That's what I promise. And I think that we hold up to that promise. All right? Because like Dirk Nowitzki, anyone would want to keep up to his workout routine. And those rookies would always try it. And then they would start out, and anyone can do it for a day, I'm sure, right? But after a couple of months, they all just go, "What? You're still doing this?" Like, dude, I'm just not you. All right? And like I told you guys before, it takes a lifetime of training to build up to that. So those of you guys who are like Kieran, soon to be fourth grader, showing up like 4 or 5 times a week, you're definitely training yourself to be that kid come high school, come college, that no one's going to be able to keep up to. Because you can't just start going 7 days a week. It just doesn't happen. You have to build up to it, right? And are you going to like hit like some major wall? So those of you guys just like, trying it out right now, you're walking in their shoes. You're walking in the shoes towards the goal that you want to reach. And you're doing it in such a way that maybe the strides might get too long after a while. Maybe the shoes might be too big. All right? Maybe your legs are just going to get tired. All right? But it's cool that you even started out. Now, if you can continue, whether it like pains you or not, if you can just continue, it's going to be amazing. Because I assure you, man, you think that Dirk is like loved it every single second? No. I didn't say like he was like loving it and was like, yeah, I feel so great after every workout. No. He says like, dude, I can't even play with my kids anymore because my legs hurt so much. That's what he says. That's Dirk. He played till his like body went out, dude. That's like Larry Bird playing till his back went out. All right, these guys gave their all, and they didn't enjoy every single second of it. So don't think that you have to like have this happiness during the actual workouts. It would be nice if you did, but the happiness comes from when you get that state championship ring. The happiness comes when you get that college scholarship. The happiness comes when you get that draft announcement at the NBA thing. That's the happiness. Everything else is going to suck. All right? So the people that couldn't keep up to him, the people that couldn't keep up to Adrian Peterson during his workouts, they would always try. He's a running back in the NFL, or was. At least they tried. But there's a reason why these guys are legends, and there's a reason that the rest of us aren't. But you guys are still young, so no one knows if you're a legend or not. No one knows if you're the next great thing. That's the cool part. We're not sure what your story is. I know I can't keep up to Kobe Bryant's workout. I tried, and I couldn't do it at all. I know I'm not a legend, but you guys don't know yet. And you guys get the benefit of like creating the legend still. So if you couldn't do it like the first month, keep going and develop that legendary status. So when you reach that professional level, that no one can keep up to you. All right. So that's the cool part about being young, is that you can still create who you want to be. You aren't done yet. All right. The clay hasn't been put in the oven yet. All right. You guys are still moldable. Still, there's a better word for moldable. I always forget words whenever I'm on here. I don't know why. All right. Malleable. There you go. All right. There's still time to make who you are. So make who you are a great one. All right. Moving on, we got let's check our trivia question of the day. All right, good luck on it. I have the trivia question pulled up here, and it is, that's a good one. All right, I have one of two trivia questions. One of two. Oh, let me see the other one real quick. Oh, I don't know which one I want to ask. Okay, I'm gonna ask this one. All right, you ready for this? All right, trivia question today is, in the 2005 competition, in the 2005
dunk competition, Steve Nash showed off his soccer skills by heading an alley-oop to which dunk contest participant? That is the question. Good luck. Again, the question is, in 2005, Steve Nash showed off his soccer skills during the dunk contest by heading an alley-oop to which dunk contest participant? I would have known this one. Most definitely. Boom, 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 boom. That is the answer. Spelled really, really incorrectly. That is the answer. It is Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire. See if I can pull that up for you. Amari Stoudemire, dunk, soccer, Nash. That's good enough. All right, congrats to Kieran for answering that question first. You are now at 9 points. You're only 2 behind Finn Kaufman, the champ of all champs. All right, Finn Kaufman is a killer. All right, but let's check out that dunk contest real quick. All right. The dunk contest look like this.
If he gets this, it's going to be crazy. I like this. Oh, he got it. Oh! That was terrific. That's a perfect pass. The leader and assist off the head to Amari. Twist turn. Yes, sir. Gosh, is that fun.
Yes. Back in the dunk contest, more simpler days. Now you have to come up with like the craziest things. If you're not like doing a 360 somersault in the air while like removing your clothes, you're not gonna have a chance to win these dunk contests anymore. They have gotten way too crazy because we've seen everything, man. That one back in the day was like a 50, and everyone said though they were like the dunk was kind of easy, but Steve Nash hitting it, that was the hard part. Lamar Stoudemire, Connor Rush. That's the trivia answer. Connor Rush wishes he can do that. Let me see you guys hit the ball during a game. I mean, I'll take you out for like trying it, but most definitely you can. I mean, might as well give it a go. I've never done that one. You know, I've done so many weird things in basketball games. I have never headed the ball into the basket. Have I? Oh, I've done it like during like practice just for fun. I think I missed it though. It was just for practice, yeah. All right, but yeah, I've never headed the ball into a basket. Who's Connor Rush? All right. Anyway, great job with the trivia question. Let's check out the homework. Did Connor spell his name incorrectly? That's crazy. 21 with Dad at Larson Park. Okay. Rohit Dawes, 21-3. Mr. Clutch, day 12. No Masseth. All right, great job posting. I see you guys posting. There goes Connor's name spelled correctly. Backboard shots over the backboard shots. You're probably doing them correctly this time, Rohit. But yeah, Rohit spelled Connor's name wrong. That's kind of weird. All right, your evil twin, because no one can be him. Can see him? See him. I see it. All right. Anyway, great job with the homework. Make sure you guys keep posting that stuff. All right, so we can get through everything else and get better and get better and get better. Stuff that we are doing for the next workout, I believe it's either Friday or Monday. We got free throws coming up here. The placement, routine, mechanics, and mentality. When you shoot a free throw, make sure that you guys shoot them correctly every single time, okay? So you're not really worried about the result. You're worried about how you shoot your free throw, how you follow through. And, Dave Hopple's actually going to talk about that this Friday as well. All right, 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. That's a great contest if you guys just happen to do that. Or like last workout when we did the 7-minute drill. If you guys want to do the 7-minute drill on your own and post it, that would be great. But 10 in a row in under 5 minutes, that would also be great. Give yourself 5 minutes, try to make 10 in a row. It's also just a great workout. I do this one before games, whenever I'm trying to get on fire. Whether I make 10 in a row or not, I'm shooting the shots fast. I'm shooting them, and they're pressure shots. They're more like game shots than they aren't. 15-second sprints times 4. Again, a great thing to do on your own, but we'll do that during practice. The goal of this one is to train yourself to be able to sprint for an entire minute. How we do this is we sprint our fastest for 15 seconds with a 30-second rest. Then we try to do that 4 straight times. Then maybe possibly the next time that we do it with a 15-second rest in between. Then the last time we do it with like a 0-second rest in between. All right. So that's the goal. And I think to do it on your own, You can do it with a 30-second rest until you get 4.5. All right, at least 4.25, because 4.25 times 4 is 17. And you want to be able to get a 17 in a minute. So 4.25 is a good pace. Once you get 4.25 4 straight times, then you can lower it down to 15 seconds. Rest in between. Then heck, you can lower it down to 5 seconds rest in between if you want, but I would suggest just lowering it down to 0 and just riding it straight. And if you can run a 17 in under a minute, you're definitely ready for high school basketball. All right, so I so remember that speed. I think guys in college, the guards, they can run in about 56, 55 seconds. Pounds, drives, and pull-ups. Step long, dribble longer, right hand, left step. All right, that's how we pull up. That's making sure that you're not standing straight up. All right, when you dribble the ball to drive. All right, and let me pull that one up real quick. All right, again, pounds, drives, and pull-ups. It looks like this right here. Any second now. Let's go. Come on, computer. All right, well, that's not gonna happen. Seriously. All right, hope my computer doesn't go out like it did last time. That's lame. All right, I don't know what's going on, but there you go. When you dribble past there, you want to dribble to pound. All right, then your next time, make sure that the ball is in front of your foot. All right, next time you're going to dribble to pull-up jumper. The next time you're going to dribble to layup. And you want to do all three with the same step and the same and the same dribble. All right, that's the goal anyways. All right, moving on. See, Wesley might be there too. I got him to come to Larson Park and play some ball. Nice. All right. Anyways, let's move on to our. Wait, did we finish all those? We got box jumps as well coming up here and split jumps to shots. All right, the ones that we did last time, they are 1-on-1 hurdles for losers. I think that one went pretty well. King's drill, we're getting better at that, especially the intensity part of it. Extended monoginobili layup, we're understanding that a bit more. Chair duo, still not amazing, but we're way better. Athletic finish, we did okay at that. You guys are understanding it. And then ladder to sidestep series. Make sure you're during the game, you give yourself a chance to score the entire time. All right, stuff that we're doing for Wednesday: fake behind the back, 3 decision drill, Reddick chase drill, ankle breaker crossover, penetrate and fill drill, sprint dribble, cone touch. If you have any questions about those things, you can ask me about those now. But either way, come to practice ready to do this stuff. I shouldn't have to explain it. Let's just hop right to it. I believe that we can do the ankle breaker crossovers together, and then the 3 decision drill together possibly, and then everything else can just be on a rotation. All right, so understand this stuff so we don't have to talk about it during the actual practice. All right, moving on. I think that's about it, man. All right, what else do I have here? I believe nothing else. All right, I did want to talk about one more thing. Shoot, I kind of forgot what it was though. Oh yeah, I remember. It was Disney. All right, the Disney movie, Tangled. Have you ever seen that movie? It's with whatever her name is, Rapunzel. She has long hair. Apparently, it was one of the most it was one of the first movies where they had lifelike hair, and it took them 10 years to come up with the technology to do the hair in these movies. And I guess Pocahontas was one of those movies too, where they the technological advances just to do their hair. And then this movie called Encanto, where they made the first curly hair person so that the hair bounced. They spent so much time doing this. It reminds me of my life. It reminds me of my life because you could just play basketball and you would never notice it. You would never notice my efforts in making our program different. Maybe you would, but most people wouldn't. They'd be like, what's the difference between doing basketball by following this book of ours and just doing it some other regular way? It would seem like no different. And maybe there's no difference between you working hard and not working hard. But the details begin to add up. And then you start to get awards down the line. And that's when it adds up. But just on the surface, it seems like it's no big deal. All right, so even though
you think that the work is in vain, that no one's noticing your efforts, understand that it adds up. It adds up, and you will reap the benefits years down the line. And for what it's worth, I notice. College coaches are going to notice. Anyone that knows basketball will notice that you're doing things perfect rather than just doing things. So yeah, be like Disney. Don't forget that the quote of the day is obsess about perfecting details. That's my time. I'll see y'all later. Reese's Pieces, homies. There's a time for this, but that time is not 8th grade or earlier.